Imagine going through a hard time in life. You become chronically ill and have to go to the doctor's office or even worse, the hospital. While sitting in the room of the facility, the doctors come in and they ask you for insurance. You're unable to provide it and you begin to panic how you will be able to afford going to the hospital. The visualizations that were just discussed are frustrations and stress that people in today's society face. Non-insured people is a currently growing problem for medical facilities, considering more than 40% of people are uninsured, which was reported in 2016 by Best Life Rates. To understand the benefits of having insurance, you must look at the facts that are involved with not having insurance. Uninsured people has become a wide concern throughout society due to the unemployment rates as well as poverty. I have become passionate about this topic because I myself am in nursing school and I've seen this. It's a growing problem. We go in and people are unable to provide proof of insurance for us to document. My argument today is simply this. Uninsured people is a serious problem that is causing bigger financial issues for not only the people without their insurance, but also the medical facilities that are taking care of these people. I want to take the time today to explain why people choose to be uninsured, why this can cause a problem with more than just the person, and to look at the benefits of having insurance. In order to understand why being uninsured can be beneficial, you must know why people are not insured. Some people may be too young. In the state of Indiana, parents are allowed to keep their kids on their insurance until they're 23, 26 years old, depending on what the policy is or what the parent decides to do. 11% of teens 18 to 20 years old claim that insurance was simply too expensive for their age after they had just moved out of their parents' house. This was reported by Christoph in 2014. In the state of Indiana, teens are considered adults at the age of 18, which allows them to make their own decisions and move out of their parents' houses, which a lot of people do. People are being dropped by insurance policies due to policy insurance abuse, people that overuse their insurance by not paying a deductible, but they keep going to the hospital or they go to the doctor too much for minor things. Insurance are even dropping people nowadays if they become chronically ill with cancer because it's a high expense. And people they really just don't pay attention after they become chronically ill if their insurance is dropping or not. With that being said, people without medical insurance can cause long-term effects on other people as well as themselves. According to USA Today, in 2013, a family of 4 without medical insurance acquires $88,000 a year in medical bills while only paying 12% of that back to the medical facility. Unpaid medical bills can have a drastic effect on medical agencies as well as the person. Hospitals and medical facilities are losing money from uninsured people who do not pay their bills. A problem like this has led to budget cuts and employee layoffs. 315,000 medical employees in today's United States in the last 3 years have been laid off due to budget cuts. They just can't afford to pay them. That goes back to people not paying for their care when they don't have insurance because it's too expensive. And that was reported by CBPP in 2013. Not being able to pay medical bills can affect the patient as well. Unpaid medical bills can get pushed through collection agencies, which is happening more often. They just don't want to deal with it. It's too much stress on the hospitals. They think they can make their money by pushing it to a collection agency where they call you, summons you to court. Collections agencies have the right to send you to court, which costs even more money to the client. However, agreements can be made to pay certain chunks at certain times, but you're still going to have to pay a decent amount if it's a big bill. Now let's talk about someone who supports and encourages people to have medical insurance, and that is our current president, Barack Obama. He created a thing called Obamacare, which was supposed to be an affordable insurance for people who didn't have insurance. And if you did not have insurance and you didn't sign up for Obamacare before the end of the year, you can be fined for that. Most people ask themselves, what are the benefits with having medical insurance? Medical insurance can save someone a lot of money compared to someone who does not have insurance. Medical insurance can save a family over $80,000 a year in medical expenses, in which families without insurance can pay triple that if they're going to the doctor all the time or being put in the hospital. That was reported by U.S. Centers for Medicare and Medicaid in 2016. There are many affordable insurances out there currently. Even people who struggle to make an everyday living can get insurance. If you're having trouble paying for insurance and you're a single parent or whatever, you can apply for Medicare or Medicaid. If you're a certain age, if you're an older person, you can apply for Medicare or Medicaid. And that's government-funded insurance, and they will help you out. They will help you with your medical bills so you don't have to pay them on your own. Majority of insurance plans require a small copay of $20 each visit. I would rather have a small amount of money taken out of my check every week, 2 weeks, however you get paid, and whenever I go to the doctor, pay $20, or if I have a surgery, pay a couple $100 instead of going through all the concerns of having to pay the entire bill, which could be outrageously expensive. Having insurance can be beneficial to families with kids even when they grow up into adults. As I stated before, in the state of Indiana, parents are allowed to keep their child on insurance plans until he or she becomes 26 years old. That was reported by Kathy M. from LA Times in 2015. This can be a stressful time for younger generations. They're moving out of their parents' houses, they're trying to get on their feet. But with this new law that they have passed, it allows them to save a little bit of money when they get out, figure out what they want to do insurance-wise, and then once they get on their feet, they can go from there. And it allows them to start looking into insurance more. A great example I want you to try to visualize is an elderly woman. She has worked her whole life, but she has become ill. She is taken to the hospital and finds out she is going to stay a few nights at the hospital. She remembers she has no medical insurance. Later, she has billed her medical expenses and starts paying them. However, she does not make enough money to continue paying the other expenses she has worked so hard for her entire life. She is now struggling to live a lifestyle she once loved to live. People seeking medical help while being uninsured is very uncommon today because lack of education about insurance, which affects more people than just the person without insurance. Over the past few years, insurance has become more important because of increased sickness and medical assistance. It has gained the attention of people and allowed for better medical assistance. Research has shown that people with medical insurance have gained a better quality of care while in a medical facility. Because of today's findings, more people are coming forward and finding affordable health insurance so that they do not have to struggle with the long-term cost of medical care.
May I have your attention, please? The Newcastle Henry County Public Library will be closing in 30